Hello and welcome to Red Dead Redemption Part 4, and we're off to see the Marshal, the wonderful Marshal of Armadillo. Hopefully he's got a new cool mission for us.
Hello?
I would like to complain about Firefly. I want it back on the air.
Hello? It's a new line.
Yes, this does restate the theme of civilization taking over the Old West. Although, honestly, once we see how savage this land can be, I'm not really sure this civilization is such a bad thing. Although, of course, we'll see the downside to it later on.
Things have changed. They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest goodness.
But this mission we have here, it's Pikes Basin, and it's actually it's a really cool mission. We get to play it to something I like to do in this type of game, and that's be a lawman. We form a posse, going to some sort of canyon area, and we take down some bandits. Pretty cool, actually.
We up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands.
And the area we're going to is called Pikes Basin, and I guess it's supposed to look a bit like a toilet. Yeah, which is the typical rockstar humour. Although arguably this is more subtle than their usual stuff.
Will you help me? I will try. It'd be my pleasure.
Yeah, this is John Marston here, and this is the Armadillo posse. Keeping it real, yo. Yeah, think I'll get this horse. Ah, there we go. And we see the wide landscape here, and yeah, something which is really good about modern games, I guess, is the draw distance. Because on the PS2, this might not have been exactly the same. But for a start, those mountains probably wouldn't have popped in at this range. So yeah, the benefits of the 7th generation of consoles. And I guess the next generation of consoles are already out. But anyway, I guess I get a bit lost here at the beginning, but which is really a shame, because I really should know that these are routes by now. Yeah, I guess that's me rushing ahead. I need to hold my horse. So look at this posse here. We have John, who's an expert gunslinger. Johnson, who's also an expert gunfighter. Well, a lawman. And we have the 2 special guys at the back here. Ah, yes. Talking about big government. Anyway, Pikes Basin here. I'm not sure if it's based off an actual landmark. I guess I could look. But, well, I was going to say it does seem a bit Grand Canyon-y. But then again, that's pretty much the only famous land canyon I've ever known. Essentially, it's the big famous one.
Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
Okay, now this mission is simple. It's a basic shoot 'em up. We make our way across the basin and shoot anything that moves, essentially. Now this mission, I guess it's a fairly easy one at the beginning of the game, so we do have some teammates with us to help us out. But like always, you'll have to do the brunt of the work. And the weapon I'm using here is the repeater. Again, I've said this before, it has the range of a revolver, and it's got pretty decent power too. You can kill most enemies with 2 hits. 1 hit if you can actually aim for the head. There we go, come on, pop your head round the corner. And I must say, for a weapon, the repeater is fairly useful. And also very satisfying, too. And that's the thing about these old-fashioned guns I like. How can I put this? If you play a shooter with machine guns, as you get through the later levels, you'll get enemies which can actually take a few machine gun hits. Well, that's usually because they have body armour, of course, but I guess the point I'm trying to make here is that this Western feel has a slightly more realistic approach. By which I mean, yeah, 1 shotgun blast to the head will kill a guy. 1 repeater blast to the head will kill a guy too. So I really like that aspect to it. You know, it feels like one bullet is really significant. There we go. Just keep your distance and aim for the head. Oh, now at the beginning of this mission, you have the option to go with the marshal here or the deputy. So I chose the marshal because he's badass. And I'm not sure what happens if you choose the other guys. You go along a different path. Honestly, I'm not sure which path is the easier. I guess it would be with the marshals because there's two of them. But anyway, I like to go this way. I like to take the high road.
Come on, let's get these sons of bitches.
There we go. Oh, Marshall, that was my kill. Now he'll get all the experience points.
You better surrender. You hear?
See, I like this too, and also, by the way, it's a nice effect that the gun smoke lets you know where enemies are. Because especially when we get to the night areas of the game, yeah, it can be quite hard to spot them from a crowd.
Hold it right there. Put down your gun.
Now, I guess another mechanic we probably won't see later on, Ashley, is the hideout. And that's where certain areas on the world map will be infested with bandits. And it will work like a random encounter. Like, there's actually one for this area too. Like, one time you'll be riding up to Pike's Basin and someone will stop you and go, hey, there's bandits there. And you have to take out all the hideouts in an area to get an achievement or a challenge award or something. So, yeah. Yeah, I think it's a pretty fun thing to do. It's not really too complicated or interesting, I guess. It's just shooting guys. But, yeah, taking out bad guys. You feel like a badass. Like the fastest hand in the West. Yeah, shoot the TNT. By the way, you'll see a lot more of that later on. And it's usually a good way to kill enemies quickly. Yeah, you see at this point I'm having trouble seeing them, but you'll see it sort of gets worse. Come on, pop your heads up, like little ducks. See at this point I'm thinking, oh, I'll just get closer. Of course, it's just pretty standard to most shooting games, but there is a reload button, so you might want to do that in between fights, just so you're not caught short. Yep, the best way to earn money. And treasure chests, which is funny, you wouldn't really associate that with a Western game, would you? It's more of an RPG thing going on here.
Let's push it. Watch out. Looks like there's a couple of snipers over there. God damn it. Take out those snipers, boy.
Oh, now this point can be quite sneaky, because there's quite a lot here and they can sort of snipe you out. Luckily the Marshal is a brave guy and he runs on ahead. You don't give no fucks. Yeah, they call him Leigh Johnson because he's got a huge one. There we go. Yeah, it's at this point you find yourself squinting at the screen trying to pick out these human figures. And it can be frustrating when you see a red spot on the map, but you can't really see them properly. I mean, I'm not complaining, I guess it's... yeah, I'm not complaining about not being able to see bad guys when they hide. Pretty obvious, there we go. Now, of course, you do get more powerful guns later on, so yeah, it's taking 2 hits to kill these guys. You know, if I could get a better weapon, that would be a whole less of an issue. Now, you see, I'm not trying to run ahead here. I'm trying to keep my distance and take them out before I go over there, of course. Because I'm thinking, if I'm on that bridge, I'll be a sitting target. A sitting target? An easy target. A sitting target, an easy duck. whichever one you want to use. Now, of course, the guys here, they'll wait for you to catch up, so... yeah, it's not like you can sit on your ass and expect them to do all the work.
This looks as good a spot as any. Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we
Ooh,
can.
now, what's a pity is that you can actually buy a sniper rifle later on. And that would be really, that'd be really useful here. There we go. This is the final point here. This is where the hostages are. Let me see. Just playing out my plan of attack here. See, this is the awkward part, so I'm trying to figure out where they all are. I'm trying to be clever about this. I'm not trying to run in guns blazing. But I'm probably overthinking it. I can probably just... it will probably work out fine if I just follow the path here. And work my way down.
Get those bastards! Careful! There's innocents down there. Watch out for Mr. Gulch's cabin.
There we go. Go on, boys. That's it. Draw the fire.
Basin once and for all.
You ain't gonna win this!
Over there.
Interesting fact here about cowboys is that the term cowboy, well, for a start, it implies people who work with cattle. So, I guess a lot of characters are called cowboys when they're really gunslingers or gunfighters, as you would say. But anyway, the term cowboy was actually not used in the Old West. It was actually a British term for them. And for some reason, the name stuck later on. Oh, now there are a few TNT crates at the bottom here, but like I said, there are civilians. So I'm avoiding them on purpose. No. Now, you see, you don't have a life bar, but when the screen goes red like that, that means you're in trouble. So either take a medicine or just hide for a moment while your health regenerates.
I'm the last person you want to be pointing that at. You better surrender. You hear? Good shooting, boy.
There we go. And something else you'll notice that the repeater here, the current one, can take up to 7 bullets. Which does make it slightly better than a revolver and definitely better than a shotgun. Like I said, the shotgun is powerful, but only the more advanced shotguns can take more than 2 pieces of ammo. So, yeah. Oh, I'm taking my time on this. Yeah, I think there's one bad guy there. Go on. Get him past me. There we go. Now, what's a good feature is that you can't shoot certain NPCs, like the sheriff, which is good, means you don't have to worry about friendly fire. But yeah, I like this mission. I like helping out the law. And this might seem stupid, but in terms of the universe,
Let's untie those hostages.
it does at least feel like you're making a bit of a difference. You know, that you're actually helping do some good out here. Because you won't get that feeling later on. Yeah, TNT crates. Made sure I didn't hit them.
Thanks, Marshal.
There you go, Mr. Walton. Now you can get back to the farm.
Them cattle back safely. All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson. I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum. Say that again.
Well, one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir.
What the Dickens? Or should I say, who the Dickens?
Mr. West Dickens, the
Yes, now, when it comes to the missions, you do get some options on which order to do them, but essentially you do have to do them all that are marked out on your map to complete the story. And of course, some missions open up when certain events are triggered. Like, for example, the fact that West Dickens is mentioned here means he will now appear on the map. And yeah, he is someone who will help us out later on.
I'm so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that crusade of justice. Please join me in the next part, where we'll be seeing a bit more of John Marston's background.